Oh shit. Hello everybody, my name is Leonard. Welcome to this channel. This is my very first video. I want to take this chance to kind of introduce myself and where we're going with this channel. All originated in a contest earlier this year. I participated in the weathering challenge in the Gunpla Builders Australia group on Facebook. Yeah, and a big part of the whole contest was to share your work in progress. So I participated, and I thought to myself, hey, this would be pretty cool if I made a video out of this. So I went on. I pretty much didn't take any pictures in the progress. Started shooting some footage of me doing the stuff I'm doing. So and after watching the footage, I just kept the camera rolling, and I was painting. And after I finished, I watched all the footage, and it was horrible. I failed so miserably. I had poor lighting. I was out of focus. Pretty much all the time. There wasn't anything I could use out of this footage, and so I kind of like uploaded my 8 or 10 work in progress pictures of the build, and ended up making second place still, and I felt really bad. I think at this point they still thought that I'm gonna deliver the video, but yeah, I never told them that it's all went down in flames. To kick off this channel, I'm gonna repeat my process of my build for the contest. I'm gonna use mainly the same colors. I used the AK Interactive color modulation set, which was very nice. It had this hue shift where some where the first layer would be like very cold, like a bluish gray, and the next one would be a warmer gray shade, and it kind of created a very dynamic gradient on the model, and I really like that. So I don't have any hard feelings to repeat this process for you guys. It was actually the Goujon, the normal high-grade Goujon model, as you can see here. As you can see, I color modulated pretty much all the stuff. I added the arm guns from the option set 7.6. I don't really remember. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do with this videos, I'm gonna repeat the process from the Goujon for this Man Roadie. It's kind of like a lot of design elements are very similar. It has kind of like this very same vibe to it. It's kind of like this round shape. So everything I did for the Goujon will work out for the Man Roadie as well. And on top of that, I really like this model. It's awesome. It's pretty cheap. It's very well engineered. It has kind of like derpy design, which I kind of dig. I don't know why. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do now is to attach all the parts to my kind of like airbrush clamps here. First we're gonna disassemble all this stuff right here. Yeah. Alright, we got the man roadie sticked up here and we're ready to prime this thing. And I'll be using Games Workshop's Chaos Black primer. Mainly because it's kind of like an artifact from my time as a miniature painter. I would always use this kind of primer. It works very well with acrylic paints, which I'll be using as well, so this is kind of like my go-to choice. I have tried other primers for the airbrush, which I have found kind of like bad. Actually, they're pretty bad. The Vallejo primer would be just chipped off the polystyrol from the Gundam kits. You could scratch it off with your fingernail. Yeah. This was a complete disaster, so I just stick with which what I know and yeah, what I like. I will be priming black first, and then I give it kind of like a foggy kind of like go with the Corex white. This is a technique which is widely used in miniature painting. And what you do is kind of like have your prime, like your already primed black piece, and you go like with this 45-degree angle, and you go around it like this, and you don't want a full coverage. You only want to have like on the more exaggerated areas you'll end up having more paint, and this is kind of like once it will show you give you more depth on the piece itself, and the other thing it kind of works as a first pass of shading or lighting, and I'm gonna show you right now. Let's do this. Okay, so now you see me laying down the first coat of primer. It's just black. I don't even touch any or every piece individually now. I just throw down some paint. Yeah, super basic stuff, nothing interesting here. You probably have done this before. Yeah, just making sure I have full coverage. Okay, so you see all the parts are pretty nicely and even covered with a black paint primer. All black pieces, isn't that cool? So nice, so black, so not shiny. Yeah, this is pretty much a flat primer. This Chaos Black from Games Workshop. Okay, so now I'm pulling out the white. As you can see, what I was talking about, like this 45-degree angle, throwing the paint on there. As you can see, the lower part is pretty much black still, and the thing or all the pieces that pointing upwards are almost white. So this not only works for kind of like this zenithal light or with light from the top. You can also use this to emulate light from the downside, or even if you have like a diorama, you can also use this to kind of like make an effect when he's firing kind of like a beam weapon. You can use this as a starting point of your light, which would make kind of like this diorama very dynamic if you have like this light emitting from the weapon. I think yeah, the can was very empty at this point, so all the smaller pieces I just did this all together with them. Yeah, and as you can see, like all the pieces are pretty much like gray now, and then some areas they are like lighter gray or even white. And bear in mind, this is not like a classic color modulation technique. This is just the base coat. This is just so you have a better understanding of the shape and how it would react to the light. You can change it all up later while airbrushing your kit. And this is, yeah, only for now. Alright, that pretty much wraps it up for now. Now you know how I prime my models. I know it's not the super most interesting thing to talk about or watch a video, but I wanted to start this channel off with something basic so I could sort out all this kind of stuff, like and finding the format which works. So I'm eager to know what you think. Do you think that yeah, or give me all your feedback. Please let me know in the comments down below what I should do better next time. What did you like about this video? And yeah, pretty much sums it up for now. I hope you like watching. Please consider subscribing. Tune in for next time when I'm going to start laying the gradients on the model. This is also very basic stuff. We're going through this build step by step. I'm going to show you everything. This is not a tutorial. This is just like a documentation on how I do my stuff. Yeah, so I don't want to tell you this is the way you have to do it this way. Just want to show you like there are different ways. So what I noticed kind of like I think my painting style isn't like the most common style in Gunpla modeling. As I told you, it originates or is heavily inspired by miniature painting, which I was doing before for over 10 years. So yeah, everything I do is heavily inspired by that. Okay, so yeah, that wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed watching. Tune in next time when I'm gonna paint the robot.